Ordinarily, by this point in November, Keith, we've gotten more acclimated to really cold days. Not all the time, but when they show up, we're ready. But I don't know, somehow I just don't feel right.
Well, I mean, because 2 weeks ago it was 70-something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's definitely a psychology to. You're wearing the right colored tie, though.
It seems appropriate to match your map. Yes, that was my plan all along.
Matches this pretty well. I wanted to start with our morning lows because they were the coldest of the season in a lot of spots. Berlin, New Hampshire, 5 degrees. 18 in Portland. I'd have to look it up, but I think that's the coldest we've been so far this season, too. 17 in Bangor, 14 in Millinocket. And so we knew all along the last couple of days this was going to be our coldest morning and coldest day. So when you start that chilly, it's hard to get a whole lot warmer during the day unless you have an air mass change, which we don't. So we're in the upper 20s along the coast, mid 20s farther inland. 20 flat, Greenville. I was looking at some of the ski areas and they just are absolutely blasting snow at the moment. This is a good temperature for them. Dew points are good too, and so they can efficiently create snow, which they're doing in earnest right now. Water temperature down to 51. Visible satellite looks good. We do have some clouds, as I mentioned, from the mid-coast up until about Greenville here. But the vast majority of the state is sunny, and that's how the rest of the afternoon will go. Again, that sunshine doesn't help us temperature-wise. We remain cold, and really the sun from now through the winter into the early spring is going to be just a mental thing. It feels better to have sun, but it really won't do much for our temperature profile. So it is worth noting tonight will not be nearly as cold as last night. So no single digits, fewer teens. Probably most of us are in the 20s to low 30s. Right around the coastline, probably about 30, 32 degrees by tomorrow morning. And so we do better by tomorrow afternoon, getting to around 40 degrees, nice and sunny. And then Wednesday will be our warmest day, in quotes. Will be in the mid 40s along the coastline, right about 40 inland, mixture of sun and clouds. And so the lead up to Thanksgiving travel-wise is good, and we knew that, not a whole lot going on. This is Todd's graphic, in case you can't tell. But this is how it looks on Thanksgiving. Chilly to start into the mid 20s. Nice through the middle of the day, right around 30 degrees. I guess I don't know when the feast is. Middle of the day, right? Early afternoon. And then later, it's into the mid 30s here. It's still dry, still cold. So overall, it looks fine. Again, travel looks fine. But what about after Thanksgiving? That's what we've been watching for a while. And there's still some question marks here. So here we are into Wednesday night, into Thursday. High pressure still in control. And there's a storm down here. The question is, can it get its act together in time? Can it phase with another storm to give us something more major? And that's what we've been watching all along for Friday into Saturday. The European model still has this storm. So here's Thanksgiving, here's Friday after. Friday into Saturday, boom, big storm. Some of it rain, some of it snow. The GFS model doesn't have it at all. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Best way to put it is increasing clouds and watching. That's the most accurate way to portray it. I will tell you that based on the overall trends, the storm is still there, but I don't like where the upper level low is. It looks a little warmish to me. So I would say that maybe if we get a storm, it's more likely, especially along the coast, to be rain at this point than snow, and maybe the mountains can get some snow. But that's still a while away, and leading up to it, again, things are quiet straight through Thanksgiving, where temperatures are in the upper 30s, mid 30s. So pretty quiet weather. Pat, even the storm we're watching, we've only been watching it so long because there's nothing else going on.
Well, thank you, Keith. Appreciate that.